wanted to get this video made. I'm probably not gonna upload it until when I get home from second shift. You can obviously tell by looking at it, I'm having my breakfast now. We had an incident in Minnesota recently where a politician, a political appointee, who was actually listed as an independent, but was appointed by at least two Democrats to some office or whatever, was doing basically political assassinations. Okay, he targeted about 45 individuals. He did about 2 attacks on 2 married couples for political reasons. They were Democrats, but he was going for Republicans too. We believe the motive was that these 2 Democrats had voted against giving taxpayer money to illegal aliens. So they did not toe the Democratic Party line, and he decided to assassinate them. Now, first and foremost, I want to say immediately that if this person was a MAGA or conservative or pro-life, or if he in any shape, way, or form was remotely associated with the conservative movement in America, the media will be running circles around it. It wouldn't even be close to funny. That's the first thing. The second thing is that he was impersonating the gun control lobby. The gun control lobby was saying we need more gun laws, blah, 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 gun violence cannot be tolerated, blah, 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 blah. Forgetting that he was of their ideology, a left-leaning person appointed by Democrats, okay? And he was targeting Democrats because they didn't toe the party line. Okay, that's the way America works now, guys. Now, he was impersonating a police officer. He had a fake police uniform, but he also was wearing a rubber mask. It looked kind of sort of like the Dark Knight Joker masks, the clowns, although it was flesh-colored. Although it was flesh-colored, not clown-colored. That she went to the store. She's back in a little bit, okay? She went to the store. All right? All right. Sorry about that. Now, when you get a phone call from the police, when the police knock on your door, you always keep the door locked until you know it's the police. If they have a warrant, ask to show it. If it's a shield, ask to see it. I am officer blah blah blah. My shield is. I am U.S. Marshal blah blah blah. Okay. Ask to see it through the peephole, which you should have working, by the way. My peephole was painted shut for years. I finally got it fixed about 15 years ago. Make sure your peephole works, or you have a door camera or a bell or whatever. Make sure you can see the outside of your door without opening the door, period. Now, if there is any doubt that they are a police officer, like for argument's sake, they're wearing a rubber mask, you call 911 immediately and you tell the dispatcher, someone is at my door, I think it's a fake police officer. This will protect you later when they say we're resisting arrest, okay? The dispatcher can call various commands, precinct, main headquarters, detective, SWAT, to inquire if their officers are at your door. If they are, you open up, obviously. Or a simpler aspect, rather than having the dispatcher call 20 different precincts and commands, you can ask the dispatcher, send me someone that you know was a police officer. And the dispatcher will contact one of their officers and tell their officer, we believe we have a fake officer at this location, please come immediately. And you can request the dispatcher remain with you until they arrive. You can say to the dispatcher, stay on the line until they arrive. And then when they arrive, the dispatcher will say, it's car 475. It's Officer Jones, shield number 593, whatever it is, okay? If it is a real police officer, you gotta open the door. But if it's not a real police officer, You're in the house with the door locked, the bolt on, barricaded. Okay? Now, I don't know all the minor details. They opened the door, they kept it closed, he forced entry. I don't know all the details. I just want to make this video, and make that known. Because this apparently is crazy. Okay? Now, some police officers might have worn a COVID mask 5 years ago. Now they don't. If it's really cold out, like single digits, some officers might wear a ski mask, but they might pull it down when they present themselves to you. If it's an ICE agent, they might wear a ninja mask because they're being targeted for harassment, if not assault, if not murder. But just so you know, those are your options. You do not open that door unless you know for a fact it is a police officer. Period. Okay? And if it's a police officer and they break down the door, then say, hey, I'm on the phone at 911. I want to make sure you're a real police officer. I didn't want to resist. My bad. Okay? That's a lot easier than having a fake officer come and kill you. At least you're alive to defend yourself in court. Okay, now I'm lucky. I know pretty much every police officer within 50 miles of me. Or they know me, so if they have to come in for every reason, I'll know they are automatically. But you guys might not know, and now you know. And just don't open the door until you know for sure. Period. And if they have a rubber mask on, like that freaking guy, like that they do not wear that mask. Period. So if an officer wearing a clown mask or a rubber mask or something like that, or a wig, they're fake. Call dispatch immediately and tell them immediately, I have a fake police officer at my door. He's a home invader. Get here now. Get here now. Always specify the person is impersonating a police officer. They're trying to force entry. They're wearing a wig. They're wearing a mask. It's not them. Get officer here immediately. Okay? This is terrifying, guys. And the truth of the matter is, the far left is out of their fucking minds. I mean, I don't want to, it's true. They're out of their fucking minds. Okay? They're refusing to cooperate with federal officers. We have politicians that are on trial for assaulting officers. We had a sitting senator assault Secretary Noem. We've had politicians come forward and tell the public that the president does not have the right to activate the National Guard, or we had a sitting governor tell the people flat out that people are being arrested because of their skin color. There was a raid at Home Depot where guys were just snatched up randomly. Okay. So you have left-leaning lunatics or actual politicians who are purposely sowing division and purposely encouraging violence. Okay? When you come on television and you tell the public federal officers are arresting people because of their skin color, federal officers went to Home Depot and snatched random people. We had Tammy Duckworth, who's actually a disabled veteran, by the way. Tammy Duckworth is a double amputee veteran. And she said that ICE were going to elementary schools and kidnapping children. Okay? This is horrible. And what happens is, when you have 10,000 people running their fucking mouths, one person out of 10,000 gets a gun. And that's what happened in Minnesota. 2 guys got killed, 2 guys nearly got killed, a dog got killed. Okay, this is terrifying. Period. Okay, make sure you protect yourselves. Make sure you know what's going on. Make sure you know what's at the door. Do not open the door unless you have to. If there's any doubt about who the person is, call 911 immediately. Thank you.